You know, even with new technology that tells drivers how many miles they can drive before they run out of gas, many still find themselves stranded alongside the road with an empty tank.
Gotten kind of close myself. As a matter of fact, just last year alone, AAA received over 600,000 calls from members stuck on the side of the road dealing with the hassle of an empty gas tank, many of them in unsafe situations. Well, there's a product called Magic Tank that promises to get drivers out of that situation.
Now, we usually enlist Jimmy to put it to the test, but since most travelers will be hitting the highway during the upcoming Memorial Day weekend, we had CBS's John Shumway take the duties. Besides, Jimmy, we didn't want to see you stranded alongside the road.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
In the mind of Steve Bystrzycki, the question is simple. Who among those closest to you would it be okay to have stranded on the side of the road?
What about your wife or your significant other,
Right.
or your grandparent, or even your teenage kid that, doesn't have the money in his pocket and say, yeah, Dad will fill it up later.
To mechanic Tim Dietz, the issue is one of safety.
I'm concerned that if this does leak, does it create a fire hazard?
Both men prepared with fire to prove their point. But we'll get to that in a second, and to what happened when we ran the gas out of one of our news cars for a test. Despite modern fuel gauges that count you down to empty, AAA locally last year responded to 13,000 drivers left fuel-starved on the side of the road, which is why Bystrzycki believes there's a need for his product called Magic Tank, a half-gallon of bottled roadside rescue.
This is a what if, it's an emergency, it's an insurance policy.
My first thought about this is that it's a very puncturable container to carry something that substitute gasoline in a car.
Bystrzycki says Magic Tank is gasoline made safe to transport.
We've taken out all the hanes, the butanes, hexanes, pentanes, which are the highly flammable components that are in gasoline.
So he says it's combustible but not flammable. You're going to light this stuff on fire?
Gonna try to, it's not going to.
You're confident of that?
I am.
Nonetheless, I had a fire extinguisher in hand. This isn't going to go boom.
I'm sure.
Oh, he didn't stop there.
But you see, like if I had a glass of gasoline and held a match up here even higher, this whole thing would have gone up in flames.
To find out just what's in Magic Tank, I took a container to the shadow of the Cathedral of Learning and the University of Pittsburgh's chemistry department.
We did back-to-back experiments, analyzed gasoline, analyzed Magic Tank, so we could have a very fair comparison.
Grad student Katie Micko spent several days doing the work and showed us the spikes of volatility in the gasoline and then switched the screen to Magic Tank.
So you can see that at least what I was able to measure on the gas chromatograph doesn't show a lot of volatile compounds.
In the Magic Tank.
In the Magic Tank, yes.
So combustible but not flammable?
What we see is consistent with that statement.
Troubleshooters Tim Dietz set up his own test. His primary concern, if you get some of this stuff on your clothes, what's the chance you'll go up like the gasoline-soaked t-shirt, say from a cigarette? So out came another sacrificial t-shirt and the Magic Tank.
If this is going to ignite your car and get you to a gas station, if it's anywhere close to the flammability of gasoline, let's light this shirt and see how it burns as opposed to that one. So I'm impressed that if you do spill it on yourself, it's not going to burn. Right, it took a while to burn.
You would have to be very deliberate about it.
Yes, absolutely. A lit cigarette's not going to catch you on fire.
What I would be concerned about is, okay, does it really work?
To answer that, we ran a news car completely out of gas, which was no easy task. The thing ran 31 miles after it said 0 to empty. But finally, on the Parkway North, we were fuel-starved, on the shoulder, and pulling out the Magic Tank. The product's cardboard funnel failed in our capless gas tank. But we did some improvising, got the Magic Tank on board, and gave it a try.
What?
Just as promised, we were rolling again and easily made it to a gas station on the north side.
Magic Tank is only sold online. It costs about $20 for a half-gallon can.
I don't think I would have been brave enough to go ahead and run out of gas on purpose
Really?
just to see if it would work.
Not even for us?
Don't
on,
take
Jimmy.
that wrong. Don't take it wrong. You're going to want to make sure that you've got plenty of gas in the tank so that you can get to any barbecues that you're invited to this season. Maybe you're the one throwing it. We're going to help you get ready. How about some inspiration from the folks who are pros at good old-fashioned barbecue? We're making a pit stop at Fat Daddy's. From pulled pork to beef brisket and everything in between, they'll be sure to get your taste buds tingling.
And we've got the sides covered too when celebrity chef George Duran drops in with a few tasty ideas. And let me tell you now, his dishes are sure to wow the crowds.
Then it's time to get the grill ready. From the grids to the caked on grease, you're going to find out how to make sure that your grill will be good to go for this year down the road.